We have Jason's Barn. Jason's Barn had a ton of horses go on the race bike this week. I know they trained Cambridge Star last week in 2-3, but I think I was told by Shane he had a little high temperature this week. They weren't able to train him on Saturday. I suspect he'll be schooling or whatnot next week at Mohawk. Excuse me. Next is Eternity Road. I told everybody with Eternity Road, we're going to take our time and get this right. Just because we want him to come back quickly, just because we want him to come back good, just because we want him to come back doesn't mean he will. And I think he'll come back. I saw him on the track today. He wasn't comfortable left hind. This is going to be a work in progress. So we're going to have to work at it. If he needs a little more time for that to cool down and solidify, we'll give him the time. If he needs to work through it, we'll allow him to work through it quietly and softly. We did gallop him a couple of times, and it does seem like it's bothering him a little bit. So I suspect one of two things will happen. One, we're going to back off training and just jog him for 3 weeks. Or two, he's going to be in a stall for 3 weeks. I want to make sure we get this right with this guy. Right? In for a penny, in for a pound. And I'm your partner on this one. Yes, he was a great 2-year-old training down. Yes, he was ready to go and we were going to school him. And yes, I believe we did what was right for the horse so he didn't get injured. Is he having a tough time right now? Yes. But he's working through an injury. You see these hurdles, and we talk about this in training, but also in rehab. You see these hurdles come up where the horses will approach them and get a little uncomfortable, a little sore, and then push through. And we're at our first one with him. So, Eternity Road, just going to push the pause button on training for another couple of weeks. So you'll either be jogging or stall rest. We'll figure that out first of the week. Fox Valley Britska trained great the other day with no hobbles on. Jason said he'd come the last half in 104 on the jog cart with no hobbles on. Wouldn't that be nice? I'd love to see this horse come back without hobbles on. I know I drove him his last start. He was getting a little bit tired, but you could see he understood his work and wanted to do it. So I would be very interested to see this horse race without hobbles. If he needs them, then we'll put them back on him. But for right now, I'd be very interested to see him race with them on, without them on. Girls with Swirls, a little bit sick last week. She's trained in 2-6. We'll come back with her midweek. I'll be back to go with her Wednesday morning. I'd like to see her train in the bike at Tamiko Training Center. Let's Roll On trained today. He looked good. Jason went without hobbles. He said, do you think he'll make it back without hobbles? I think he could. He did grow up. He did stretch out. He did sprout up. He looks much, much better now. So very interested to see how Let's Roll On will do in the coming weeks. And then, of course, our boy, Yes. Yes, a little bit of high liver count. Jason's been working on it. Problem is, in Ontario, 7 clean days is needed. If they go with the B-Track Opens Tuesday, scratch Tuesday, you can't race the next Tuesday. You can race the one after that. So we'll train him Wednesday at Mohawk in 55, 56. I can't go over to Mohawk as I'll be arriving home from Delaware on Tuesday. I'll have to get a COVID test after that. I certainly won't be allowed to go to Mohawk on Wednesday. James will be over there. Somebody will be over there. We'll train up Yes real good. Well, Jason can go with Yes for that matter. We'll train up Yes real good Wednesday at Mohawk. That is Jason's Barn. We'll be back in a minute with all the others.